I probably shouldn't say this, but I'd like to take a minute just to talk about my grandmother.
Your grandmother's a whore!
Be that as it may,
Live from the hard drive. I probably shouldn't say this, but with John Bateman and Matt Steffich.
But now I have to be talking like this because as we roll in, anyway. Do you have an idea of what we're going to talk about today?
is that what they call that? What's that thing? Auto-tune? Are you got auto-tune on?
No, we're both going through the same thing.
Something seems queer.
I guess I should probably let you know what I want to do today because I really feel like there's a gaggle of people that are not well represented in society. And
I think we got everyone covered.
And it's no, I don't think we do. I think you'll understand when you hear what I'm talking about.
African Americans,
yes,
transgender people.
Yes, well, warmer.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing left to discover. We know everything.
Well, we've done gays. We do lesbians, right?
Yeah. Transgender.
Fictitious characters.
Yeah.
Made Santa up stuff, Claus. Yeah. The Easter Bunny. Hopping along. But what I want to talk about, or what I'm going to basically do, and this is my dedication, is to the effeminate heterosexual. This whole show, I am going to dedicate to the effeminate heterosexual. So this is how I'm doing it. Because I'm still, look at me, I'm still quite straight.
Yeah.
I'm still very straight. I still like to,
have sex
tickle
with women?
my fancy from once in a while, with females. Yeah, sure.
So if a guy was standing here naked and a girl was standing here naked,
oh yeah,
you'd be put off by the guy and attracted to the girl.
Oh yeah, it would be game on bang fest with the woman. But I've known lot. Yeah, sorry.
Not to stereotype. It doesn't sound like it would be.
What do you mean?
Anyway, so you think there's a marginalized side of society?
There is, and I've known.
It's never been identified.
The effeminate heterosexual, and I've known several. That they walk up and they talk like this, like my normal speaking voice, and I'm like, okay, who's your boyfriend, right? Uh-huh. And they go, oh no, I have a girlfriend or I'm married,
3 kids,
that kind of thing, and I feel bad for them because so often they're misrepresented, diagnosed. I don't know if you diagnose effeminate heterosexuals now.
So gay straight men is what you're saying. Do I have this right?
Straight men that sound gay.
So gay straight men. They're gay, but they're straight.
Yes. In many, many ways, their outward appearance and their sound is gay.
Yeah. Maybe mannerisms.
Yeah. How they dress. How they look.
They listen to opera, probably.
Yep, but then they have an absolute bombshell of a wife.
Right, a foxy vixen.
Yes.
And there appears to be a relationship between the two of them.
A sexual relationship.
They'll kiss, call each other honey.
Yeah, and he'll be like, oh, I'd like to sink my teeth into those fun bags.
He'd say that, would he?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I wish he wouldn't say that.
Well, no, I mean, of course, it's not.
But I see your point.
Because, and there is, of course, there's the other side. There's gay guys.
So the backside.
And they talk in a deep voice like this.
So there's a backside to gay straight men, is what you're saying.
What do you mean?
Where you got butchy gay men.
Yes.
Who are, in fact, homosexual.
Yes, and they talk with a deep voice like this.
They probably, just not to stereotype, but they probably work out.
Yes.
I'm going to say they have small dogs.
Yes. Basically, I'm almost like every hipster.
Almost.
Like you see, I'm sporting a beard.
Yeah,
right?
It's a nice one. A little stubble there. It looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
So are you. It looks really good.
Thank you. But I don't know what you're implying by that because I'm not interested.
Your loss.
I'm not. Well, I'm not. I'm straight.
Would these people, these gay straight men,
Yes.
would they wear aprons while they cook?
Undoubtedly.
And they like red wine, like a Merlot.
Red wine, a pinch of salt, a dash of this, a little sprinkle of that.
And they would have a Judy Garland Show Tunes album playing in the background.
Yes. Then they go upstairs to their wife.
And make love?
No, they literally, bang. Like they go crazy.
Like aggressive.
I don't know what it would be like for the woman.
I don't think you would. You're right.
If you were with your man, right, and he started talking dirty to you in this voice, I really want to give it to you, baby.
Jeez, that wouldn't sound good coming from anybody.
Touch my body.
Ugh.
Stuff like that. I don't know how that would work for the woman. It'd have to be a special woman that would really...
It would have to be a very special woman. Now, with these gay straight men, is it possible they're simply in denial? That maybe they, in fact...
No, do you want to know why? Because there's only crocodiles in the Nile.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Okay, here's
my.
They
could be in denial. Yes, they could be in denial. But, Matt, it doesn't matter. We could all be in denial.
Entertainment mogul, and I use the word mogul exactly correctly, David Geffen.
Yes.
Legendary man, worth billions, literally billions of dollars.
Yes. Geffen Records.
Gay man.
Stardust, whatever it is.
He was a gay man by his own admission.
Yep.
He's clearly
out of the closet.
Gay. But at one point in his managing career, he started dating Cher. And they were together for 18 months.
You see, that makes sense to me, though.
And he refers to that period as one of the greatest times of his life.
But that makes sense to me, though, because Cher has always seemed very...
flamboyant?
Very mannish to me. Yeah. I've never found her to be very feminine, That's
true, with the deep voice.
Yeah. Do you believe in life? Yeah, I know. That's an offensive song. Kind of. She's kind of, it is and it isn't.
Too young to live, too proud to die. Yeah, I know you're right. She's like a guy.
I've found Cher to be, she's got that mannish kind of round voice. And I think she overcompensates often.
Yes, but how does that explain David Geffen?
Because I think there's
a
good chance, Mr. Geffen, if I may, thought that she was a man for a long time.
He mistook her vagina for a penis.
Or possibly her you-know-what for a penis. Maybe she has a prominent you-know-what.
Vajiji?
Yes, but then the other smaller part.
Okay, well, so to summarize then, you think that there's a lot of guys who are just mislabeled.
So many of them. So many of them. In this, boys, is for you. I salute you. This is my dedication to you. This whole show, it's not easy for me to do it.
Oh, he's crying right now.
I don't like doing it.
Can I get you a tissue?
No, thank you. But I don't like doing it. But I'm doing it for you.
Now, that kind of dedication is very similar to what maybe that part of society would do anyway, because they're a generous bunch. They're always given.
Yes. Yeah. Have you ever been to one of their potlucks?
Yes.
Yum,
I
yum.
Sure have.
I remember once I went to a potluck with at a local gay house. And, it wasn't like a gay house, like a designated gay house.
Like a safe house. It was a gay house.
It was somebody,
was the house gay?
a gay couple, and there was a gay
party.
party.
In the house. Okay, I got it.
And I got stuck on that shrimp ring. That was good.
Now, when you say you got stuck on a shrimp ring...
Yeah.
Anyway, so what
I gobbled them up.
Okay, now let me ask you this. It's John.
It's still John. Look at me, Matt. Eye contact.
I can't. I'm having trouble.
You haven't made eye contact with me this whole time.
I'm afraid I'll fall in love. I have to look.
But you can't. I'm straight. Okay. I won't go there with you, even if you wanted to.
Anyway, let me ask you this.
I've never seen you this uncomfortable.
Human sexuality.
Yeah.
By its nature is really, we're on the honor system here.
Yes.
Because if I tell you I'm straight,
I believe you.
You have to believe me.
I have to believe you.
You have no way of proving I'm not.
No.
So I guess it's the same with every sexual preference.
Right.
Like, say you, for example, prefer
women.
Men.
No.
You sound like you prefer men.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And there's a whole
I see.
sect of gentlemen out there.
But I have to take your word for it. I can't prove.
And they may sound like this, but when you look at them, they look quite macho.
I think it's, yeah, you're right.
Right?
Macho.
They look quite macho.
Do some of these men play for the Maple Leafs? Are any of these guys on the Toronto Maple Leafs team right now?
It's possible. Anything's possible when it comes to effeminate heterosexuals. They're
cool in the locker room too. They're fine in the locker room.
That was a
lot
great
of ass slapping.
That was a great goalie move. Right? Stuff like that. They come
like
in,
that,
they come in. Wow, you took a really hard slap shot. That was really good deke. Like they'd say things like that. I think they would.
Well, which is hockey speak. I mean, that's fluent.
But that's
hockey
another
speak.
thing that the effeminate heterosexual might not have all of those, sporty terms in his repertoire because they don't.
Right. He would have said something normally like, man, that was a fine triple Lutz.
Yeah, sure.
That axle quad.
Sure.
Because I'm making the reference, anyone who figure skates is clearly gay.
Yeah.
Even though they're not. Just ask Elvis Stoico.
I want to be clear that I'm not making fun of gay people.
Why would you?
I'm dedicating to the effeminate heterosexual, who is very underrepresented.
The gay straight man. So people out there right now know one of these guys.
Yes, they will.
They might be working with him at the office.
This will ring a bell for people. It
might,
really will.
He might be cutting their hair.
Yeah, he might be. Hey, how would you like your haircut today?
He might be teaching a yoga class.
I sure like having sex with women.
He might
the conversation could go that way.
Yeah, he might be heading a poetry reading, a Monday night poetry get-together.
Yeah.
Or singing in a choir.
And, okay, so for example, the gay band, The Village People.
Were they gay?
Well, they kind of played gay anthems. Yeah, I don't know if they're all gay, but
I don't think so.
I'm wondering, which ones do you think? I think that the policeman, I think he might have been an effeminate heterosexual.
Well, those guys look pretty macho.
No, he wasn't effeminate
me.
enough. Maybe the First Nations gentleman.
I think he was an Indian, actually.
So you say that because it was okay to call them that back in the 70s? I'm the Indian.
They call themselves that.
But we're not them. Like, that's the thing.
No, it's not the same as that.
Okay, so the Indian. Fine, you win.
Whoa.
What?
Why don't you like Indians?
I know I have no problems with them. I'm just saying I think he maybe could have been an effeminate heterosexual. He wore the little headdress. He wore a little headdress, and he danced around and like that, like makeup or something.
Yeah.
But he could have been very, very macho with women.
So Alice Cooper would be one of these gay straight guys.
Kind of. Maybe Iggy Pop. Is Iggy Pop straight?
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know if the straights or the gays would own him.
Slowly coming back and fading in. Wow.
And that's why I don't go to saunas anymore.
Well, I do, and that's one of the things.
Well, then let's agree to not go to saunas together. How about that?
It's time. We're going to do the exchange. It's a middle segment. It's a little middle segment.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you've come up with. And the Salt Spring Exchange is a sweet little place that we go.
Yep.
It's an electronic bulletin board.
Yep.
Where people post stupid things.
Well, no, they don't post stupid things.
I hope there's something about attractive women because I sure like making
love to women. Got it.
No, because I'm a guy, so I really like to put my shoulders into it.
Something tells me that's all you would put into it.
What?
Okay.
I think you're missing the point entirely, but let's do the exchange.
Okay.
Let's go.
I got this off the Salt Spring Exchange today.
And, gentlemen, start your engines.
Now, listen, John, you love animals. I can tell by the way by the tone of your voice, you love animals. Probably cats. Cats and small dogs.
I deal with cats. I don't mind them.
So, and everyone's fighting for animal rights. We don't like to see chickens in cages. Well, I don't mind seeing them, but
chickens in cages is fine.
And things just jammed into cages, and then they grow them up, and then they slaughter them. And everyone's, you can't wear fur anymore. They'll spray paint you, And so
fur's expensive.
And fur's expensive.
Hello.
You don't want it spray painted. Exactly. Well said. So everyone wants animal rights. Now, this is the thing here. Is this in conflict with animal rights? Answer me this. In search of a breeding billy goat, I would like to breed my goats. Is there a billy out there for hire?
Present. I have a billy goat that would hire out to stud.
And I wish you would put it away. Now, listen, is this something that we should not be concerned about, that you can sell your animal to go have sex with other animals?
It seems creepy.
That doesn't seem right.
It seems creepy, and I don't know. I think, doesn't there have to be some, like in the animal kingdom, humans run around doing this. Shouldn't there have to be animal consent?
Well, I would think so. Now, you don't see an ad on the exchange that says, parents with daughter need her pregnant. Does anyone have a son out there who can impregnate our daughter?
I mean, now we're really talking about India again.
Is that what they do in India?
I don't know. I think it's similar. But picture being a billy goat.
Yes.
And you're loaded onto the car.
Yeah.
And off we go for a billy goat ride.
Where are we going?
Billy goat ride down the road. Billy goat riding down the road. And the billy goat's happy and the trees are going by. And then the billy goat's taken off.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the billy goat is standing in front of a female billy goat, and he's like, whoa, she looks like a billy goat. Gross.
Hey. I just thought of something else. What if that billy goat is gay?
Yeah, could be.
Parents don't know because it hasn't come out yet.
Could be.
Right? And the billy goat's like...
And all of a sudden, this billy goat is it's a random billy goat. We don't know if they'll jive or work. And meanwhile, the woman billy goat is thinking, no, I don't want this.
No means no, right?
And the male billy goat might be thinking the same thing.
Because maybe he's gay.
And they're making the billy goats make love to each other.
Have you ever seen goats bang? It's not really
I think
what
I
we
have.
call love making as such.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. And
whatever it is they
animals
do, I don't know.
Make love, I assure you. Maybe slugs.
Slugs?
I think slugs would be the closest we get to making
They kind
love.
of wrap around each other.
Yeah, it takes kind of forever to get the
and
whole...
melt into each other
That's pretty erotic,
I would
actually.
do with a female if I had a chance.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Right.
So, I don't know. Is it just me, or should animals not be paid to go and have sex with other animals?
I think, first of all, it's animal whoring.
It is animal whoring, John.
And it's also, it's double non-consent.
It's triple non-consent.
I don't know what the third one is.
I'm not sure either, but somebody will think of it. Good luck there, Billy.
Don't do it, Billy Goat. Just say bah. Yeah, translation.
Thank you.
No,
just say no. Thank you. That being said, I will throw it out there that I will have sex with you if you pay me. Anybody? So just throwing that out there.
Are we still talking Billy Goats? Like, I don't.
No, we've stopped talking about Billy Goats. Now we're moving on.
So, but you will wait a second. Can we double back just for a second?
I think we need to.
I want to tiptoe back to the beginning of that sentence that you just said there.
Yeah.
Does that mean you'll pay? You'll gladly pay to have sex with a
someone
Billy
gives
Goat,
me-
or pay to have sex with somebody else?
No, if someone gives me $100, I'll have sex with them. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
which is essentially what the
okay.
goat story.
Yeah.
I got the idea from the goat.
Okay.
Thank you, Billy. I hope that works for me.
I hope it works for you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Or maybe even you.
You go.
Sure,
you go, man.
You? Now, listen, you're a man of education. I can hear the education in your
voice.
voice.
Look right on that wall right over there. I've got a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
There it is. Of arts, of course. Why wouldn't you have a Bachelor of Fine Arts?
Everybody does.
Listen to this, John. This is about children.
Do you know if you have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, it gives you an open, like if you're in an art show.
Yes.
And you don't like the art show and you have a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Yeah.
You can, as your silent protest, urinate in the corner.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Does it say that on the diploma?
Yes.
I got to read those things, man.
Anyway, that's an FYI.
Okay. Well, thank you we'll file that in our...
You're welcome.
Now, the Shining Cedars Nature School...
Yeah.
...is fired up.
Did they say fired up?
The Shining Cedars Nature School is now currently looking for victims. I mean, parents who want to send their kid to an alternative situation, John, because not everyone wants to go through the public school system.
How many nature schools can this friggin' island sustain?
Well, I think this could be the one you want to go to. Listen to this. We've updated our website.
Well, that's good. Okay, I'm going.
They had you updated their website,
yes,
did
because
they?
nobody updates their website here.
That's true, actually. We've updated our website to parents who are already thinking about next fall and the alternatives that are available in Salt Spring. Shining Cedars is a forest kindergarten and Waldorf influenced school with a gentle approach to education.
O.M. God.
One that believes in a child's innate ability to learn through their own initiative.
No.
Please visit our website for more detailed description.
How can let me put this, can I just say a little piece on this?
Mm-hmm.
Children are not smart enough to think for themselves.
Amen, brother.
There's a lot of this mollycoddling that goes on with kids nowadays.
I love that
you
word.
learn yourself.
Yeah.
You teach yourself. This is self-directed.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the kid learns 0.
Yeah, but their intuition, John, their intuition would tell them, I
Their
should finish this book.
intuition is to sit there and do shit.
Their
Pardon
intuition
me.
says, I think I better get this multiplication table down cold. I know I'm in kindergarten, but my intuition says... Okay.
And you struck something because your multiplication table, children, if you're listening, and I hope you are, multiplication table is very, very important.
You don't even think about going through life if you don't know that, baby.
Right.
I mean, down cold.
Down cold.
Real cold.
From 1 to 9.
Yeah. Thank you.
10s are easy. 11s are easy. 12s it gets difficult.
Yeah, it's a little more, you got to go.
Because 11s is double, right? 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. It's so easy. That was the first one I ever memorized.
Did you do that out of instinct when you were 4?
No. It had to be whipped into me.
Too bad you didn't go to the school. Let me just tell you, folks.
As soon as you mention Waldorf, I think salad
I know.
I think about throwing up.
I'm going to tell the Shining Sea.
Apples and nuts.
You can't bring nuts.
I don't want apples and nuts in the salad.
No.
Yeah,
No,
isn't that ironic? You're right.
I know.
You're so right because there's the Waldorf school. They have their fancy salad, but every Waldorf kid has to have a nut allergy or else they're not allowed to be in the school.
That's why they go there.
Yeah, but they can't have nuts in it.
I know. It's crazy. I just want to tell the Shining Cedar Nature School the following. Here's how education really works. Okay, you can try this pansy approach or you can do it the way it works.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Go.
Here's what I had when I went to school, John.
Yeah?
You'd go to school, you screwed around all day, teachers screamed at you, they gave you homework, you didn't do it or you did it poorly. You got a report card about a third of the way through the year. There was 3 D's on it and 2 C minuses. You went home, your dad yelled at you, he might even grounded you. That's education, John.
And
I graduated, John. And I'm fine.
You really tweaked me on that one.
I'm fine.
You tweaked me with that.
That's education.
That's so true. You really tweaked me on that. Because, you know what? I kind of don't want to go down this road anymore because it'll start me thinking about canceling Halloween again because they cancel Halloween.
I know.
That was last show. We're not going to go there.
No, don't go there.
But yes, this whole, I think we should try and run the Waldorf people.
Yes.
Back to Waldorfia or wherever they came from.
I think they did come from Waldorfia.
Yeah, it's that little country.
By Maldive there, the Maldives.
Yes, it's there. Go back to Waldorfia and bring your crates of nuts and apples with you.
Amen, brother.
Thank you. Yes.
That was one manly statement, John.
Bro down. I don't like having to get firm, but I do sometimes get firm.
Well,
okay?
Yeah. Okay, it's a principle's a principle. I think that's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes.
With a lisp. Okay, now listen to this, John. This is our third and final posting, and I thought of you when I got this. Are you ready? It's about yoga.
Okay,
but it's a new style of yoga.
Oh God!
This new style is called, and this guy's been practicing since 2004 when he took his first Yin yoga workshop with Paul Grilly, who pioneered the style. This Paul Grilly guy is a visionary and a pioneer.
He sounds like a hero.
Yeah, well, Yin yoga. Since then, it's transformed and morphed me into a modality of self-inquiry for me and participants. Please join me and explore. You're thinking, I wouldn't go to this guy's house. He sounds like a psycho
Not
killer.
for $1 million.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? However, he put on some testimonials.
Okay.
So these are people who've taken yin yoga from this guy. And let me tell you, there was a picture of him on the website, and he had long hair. He was wearing beads. He looked like he had 40 joints under his belt.
Oh, nice.
He looked like he would be teaching yin yoga.
Yeah.
Just so you know what he looks like. I just want to say. Anyway, here's some of the testimonials, okay? Neil has developed a teaching style which is accessible and creative. His compassionate and sensitivity is especially suited to people new to the practice, right? Like everyone usually knows that one, and especially to those who experience pain in their bodies. He has a smooth and soothing voice and imparts information clearly and with insight. Neil continues to explore healing modalities and brings to his teaching a deep understanding of mindfulness and the infinite wisdom, are you asleep yet? Which event exists in the mind-body continuum. which aids in the healing on all levels of the individual. I don't even know what that just said.
Who's the little devil that wrote that?
Who wrote that?
Is there a name on it? Did somebody say, "Oh, by the way, my name's
Yes,
Jerry.
Rebecca G.
Rebecca G."
Yeah.
That sounds like a rapper.
Well, it's just a last initial.
It sounds like one of those what's that other rapper's name with the big bum? With the big bum, who raps? It's a girl.
Dr. Bum.
Yes, it could be. I forget her name.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. That was bullshit.
Well,
that was a
no.
completely fake testimonial.
Here's the last testimony. Neil's class is an invitation to surrender through the body into realizing of what may be holding you back in life. You know what's holding you back in life? Taking yin yoga.
Do you know what yoga practitioners are largely nowadays? Snake oil salesmen. They tell you that they'll fix what they think everybody needs fixed.
This sounds like a bastion of where a gay straight guy might go.
My new yang yoga will boost your self-esteem, make your waist thinner, make your bum smaller, make your husband love you, make your wife love you.
That's your yang
It'll
yoga?
give you a better job.
Your yoga sounds way better.
I know, but why can't I just say that? And guess what? You get into the class and guess what you do? Nothing.
You just do usual yoga stuff.
Not even that.
You just sit there.
Sit there.
And that's yin yoga. No,
That's
it's
yang yoga. You sit there and you just yang.
You really wail on your yang?
Yes, exactly. You haul on your yang for an hour. I've done that many times, thinking about women.
I like that phrase, haul on your yang for an hour. something
I've done
erotic
that.
about
I've done that thinking about women, though.
Of course you would. Why wouldn't you do that thinking about women?
Because women sexually arouse me.
Obviously, women sexually arouse
Well, they
you.
do.
And they.
Yes.
I assure you.
Well, the thing is, there are women that are attracted to this type.
Anyway, I just want to...
And that's my point.
I know. I'm attracted to it, and I don't even know why. There's something weird going on here. There's some weird dynamic that's developing during the show.
During this, and if we get used to this, it's like...
I don't know if we should get used to this.
No, okay, you're misunderstanding me. Please let me finish. If we prove that you get used to this through this show, and by the end you still view me as a vital macho man, then I think I've really hammered.
Yes.
Because I'm going balls deep on this. I'm not going to lie.
So there's gay straight men out there right now listening to this who are now feeling empowered.
Oh, are they? And they're going to take to the streets.
With their girlfriends.
Their wives, their lovers, whoever they happen to be with.
Did you say lovers?
Yes, I said lovers.
So they're going to take to the streets with their wives and their figure skates.
And they're going to say...
their Pavarotti CDs.
Yes, and they're going to say, we love vaginas.
Vaginas, got it. Use Vajiji. We don't... This is...
Really? Oh, it's a family show?
Yeah, we're still there. But
they say things like, they'll have a chant like, I like to lay close to a woman and place my penis in their vagina. That's their chant.
That's going to be the new slogan, and it flows. That one just spills out of your mouth.
What? That's kind of graphic.
Anyway, that's what I found on the list this week. It saddened me that I found these as well, everybody.
I'm tired of these yoga practitioners drifting off and on the island saying, guess what? I can make you better than you are.
Well, get used to it, buddy. Get used to
yang
it.
yoga, yang yoga,
yeah.
You go there and you just are who the hell you are. And guess what? Deal with it.
And that's fine. So you
deal with it.
It's an accepting form of yoga.
Then you give me $10 and you walk out the door.
You get the hell out of here and go fall apart.
Knowing you've yanged for an hour. You've wailed on your yang.
For an hour.
For an hour.
Okay. Well, I look forward to next week's offering from the list.
Of course. Thank you, list. How come you have that? I noticed you have written on your thing, Robert B.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
At bank?
No, phone book.
Phone book.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, actually, do you know Robert Bateman?
I do.
He's a wildlife artist, a noted one. I mean, he's damn good, frankly.
He lives on this island.
He lives here on Salt Spring. And
he's my father.
He's the kind of... What?
Yeah.
You're Robert Bateman's son?
Yeah, anyway, keep going.
He has graced us over the decades with mountains of paintings of wildlife that some of it probably doesn't even exist anymore. I would think he's probably painted dodo birds and yetis and things that are, Tyrannosaurus
That reminds
rexes.
me. Can we quickly touch on something? I read an article the other day. Did you know that Yeti viewings, sightings,
are up?
No,
They're down.
They're down.
They're down, are they?
What's happened to the poor Yeti?
Well, they're just getting better at hiding.
Do you think so?
Yeah, unless they're making
I
out
hope so.
pandas.
Because what if it's global warming?
That's not a bad connection.
What if Yeti terrain is diminishing?
Yes.
Because they're a snow monkey, right?
They are. Well, we don't know that for sure.
They're like a snow ape.
Well, again, we're kind of
They're like a wild man of the snow.
I'd say yeah. It's some guy who didn't shave for a couple of years and he just wanders the snow.
That's
banks.
me. I often carry rugged stubble.
Yes, rugged stubble is right. So this Robert Bateman guy,
I've never seen you not look at me for so long. You're literally looking in the corner. You'd rather
looking out the window.
You'd look into a nondescript corner than look me in the eyes like the man you are and the man I am.
Over the course of this podcast, I'm starting to have feelings and I'm not sure what they are.
Well, don't, because I like having sex with women. Like, what don't you get about it?
I used to too, but
what do you mean used to?
Anyway, this Robert Bateman guy, he's got a new book out, and it's a memoir. It's and interestingly enough, he talks about himself.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking when I read the book, but I was sort of hoping he might talk about others as well. But it didn't really go that way. It was kind of like a train on a track. It just went one way.
Like a monorail.
Like a monorail, a monologue rail.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Right.
So you don't think he mentioned other people enough?
Well, no, and I gotta be honest. The writing style is kind of like I don't know. It's like a dentist drill on low.
Like low
kind of
RPMs.
Sort of in the background, it's like this. It's like
whir. That's
it's
really
like
low.
that. That's how it reads.
See, I'm glad they don't do that because that would knock out big chips of your tooth.
So it reads like that. So can I read a quick excerpt?
Sure,
If
you like, sure, go ahead.
So everyone can make up their own mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So that you have the book in your hand.
I've opened the book randomly to a page because I don't think it matters.
This is actually just furthering your point.
Okay. Stacy, Brian, phone number 250-537-6214. Stacy, Michael, Malaview Drive,
Matt,
250
Matt,
463
Matt,
6618.
Matt, listen to me for a second.
J Stack.
Matt,
Baker, yeah. Lives on. Can you just let me get some flow going here?
Well, I just want to let you know that you're actually reading the phone book.
No, this is his autobiography. This is how well it reads.
I think he might have picked up the phone book by mistake and not noticed the difference.
Stackhouse Studio, 149 Upper Ganges Road, 250-4931. Stafford, Rick.
So, okay, wait a second.
Do you want me to...
This sounds really boring.
Why don't I just... Let me open to a different section. Maybe the problem was where we were, so I'll just go back here.
Could have been. That could have been the index, right? Or the table of contents.
Okay, I've gone back 44 pages open. Allison, Richard.
Yeah.
1792 Rainbow Road, 418-2666.
This is really dry.
Alma, Ruth, 4122 Lower Minks Drive.
Okay, so wait a second.
250.
Wait a second.
537.
Great. Go and pick up the book.
1,
I guess.
9.
Can I
26.
Can I ask you something? Is this because you didn't get mentioned in the book?
Interestingly,
because
I sort of did.
He knows you. You know him.
Yes. His son, John, who's a friend of mine.
He thinks well, no, I'm right here.
We used to do a radio show together.
You've completely disembodied me from who I really am. And this is my point. And you're not.
And he said in the book, he lists all the things that his son did.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said, he co-hosted a radio show.
Yes.
So in that word co-host, I'm the co.
So
that's
right.
In that
we had
sense,
a show together.
in that sense, I did get mentioned in the book, but you really had to know me to know, that.
Yeah. So in that way, you got mentioned.
Sort of, yeah. So anyway, I'm not bitter.
Clap, 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 right?
What
Happy
have I ever
time.
done for his career? Nothing, right? Nothing. I've done nothing. I mean, why would I get mentioned in a book about him?
This is his whole life, right?
Packed in a book form.
And to be honest, the only reason I was mentioned in it is because of a fluke of the cosmos, that I happened to be born to him.
Wow. What a gift for both of you.
Really, really, really a gift.
You ever looked a gift horse in the mouth? You ever done that?
Do you like football?
Soccer?
No. Oh, please. Oh, please don't do that.
Oh, right.
Why do we always go down there?
I assumed you like soccer because you sound like a gay guy.
Football. Mm-hmm. When I say that, I mean American style,
the
National Football League.
Mano a mano, rough stuff.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes, I do like football.
I just wanted to say that I'm a huge football fan.
I can see that.
Yeah, I love football.
I can see that by your scars.
I could watch it all day long. I like watching. It's a real strategy. It's a real chess match.
It is a chess match. Have you ever spent time in a football locker room after a game?
No.
Really?
Although
it
I would
sounds
love
like somewhere
to.
that you would
I
really
would love to
connect with you and your girlfriend.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of really, those football players. They're stars.
Yeah,
and they'd hang around a lot of really good-looking women.
That they do. So that would be why you would
like
want to
that.
be there.
Yeah,
of course.
you understand.
Who wouldn't be? So, are you having anyone look into this affliction?
Yeah.
Are you actually having...
Somebody just passed... Look, this is interesting. One of our interns just passed a note that says, pick it up. Yeah, okay. Pick it up and read it. Pick it up and read it. Pick it up and read it. And the note says, Matt, if you will, drum roll, timpani. What does it say?
It says,
go.
You sound gay.
So this is where it's gone,
we've come full circle.
This is where the bunny's hopped off the path, and we didn't want him to hop off the path.
No, we didn't.
Now he's stuck in the briar patch.
Right.
So hopefully the intern's in earshot, because what I'm doing is, as you know,
yeah.
But in case people are just tuning into this podcast, which never happens, they don't just turn on a podcast and start halfway. But maybe some people do. This is my dedication to the effeminate heterosexual.
Yeah, the gay straight man.
So
this note would be offensive.
It's very offensive.
Yeah. It's stereotyping.
Because and I don't like being called gay. Because I'm not gay. It makes my stomach churn.
I don't know why anyone would think you were.
It makes my stomach churn upside down.
It would do that.
It's like when you get you have a cup of coffee and you dip it in and the biscotti's been dipped too long. It's like it's all mushy and you swallow it.
I don't even know what
and
biscotti
you have this
is.
mushy. It's just, and it would make my stomach churn.
Let's see.
You don't know what biscotti is?
It's a car?
No, that's a Ducati.
Oh, that's
Isn't
a motorcycle, actually.
It's a Bengali. Biscotti is I actually hate biscotti, just to go on record.
You don't sound like you would.
Well, I hate it. It's like they cook this big loaf and then they cut it up and then it's all dry and crunchy.
Right. And
it really hurts your gums. If you have
just straight up
if
biscotti,
you have tender gums or sensitive teeth like I do, then the biscotti hurts. So so it's really crunchy and they put icing and sprinkles and stuff on it or whatever. And you're supposed to dip it in coffee. And I'm also not a coffee drinker. I like tea.
No, yes, that I do know.
So you dip it in and then you eat it and it softens it and apparently it tastes better.
But if you do it too long, it's...
Do you dip or do you just like to crunch in right away?
I would crunch in right away based on the description of that cookie.
No, I'm not talking about the cookie anymore. I'm talking about other cookies. Do you like to dip or do you like to just dive in?
I'm going to...
if you have a glass of milk and Oreos.
Right.
Well, are you going to crunch down on the Oreo?
Right. Or am I going to dip it in the milk?
You're going to dip in there and let it really soak in.
I think I would just pass on the cookies.
You're
and
looking
leave.
uncomfortable.
I think I would leave at that point. I would
really, because it's just
use
milk
myself
and cookies
and leave the room.
Are you a milk drinker?
Yes, I have been known to drink milk. I do drink milk.
Now, let me ask you this, because this is actually important, and this is one of those threads. It's not a thread. It'll help flesh out your character for people.
Good. Okay, good.
Because you're a real person.
Are we going back to yang yoga again?
No.
Okay.
Were you breastfed?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. And you don't know. Your mom never said, I breastfed you.
I never asked. She never said. It wasn't one of
Don't
those
ask,
things.
don't tell.
Yeah, it was a don't ask, don't tell situation with me and my mom.
Because I know I was breastfed.
Yeah, you look like you might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pro breastfeeding.
Yeah, I would think so.
Both of my children were breastfed.
Were you the breastfeeder?
No, of course not. My wife was.
Oh, right, your wife.
Don't be silly.
Forgetting that
You're
part.
being a silly little duck. Honestly.
Forgot you had a wife.
Yeah. Pardon me?
Right. So why are you talking about breastfeeding? Where's this going?
I got children by...
Yeah. The usual traditional method.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I enjoy it.
Do you have photos?
Just like
prove...
No. Just like every other man out there that's straight.
Can I get a sworn affidavit from the woman involved? Something like that?
I don't... that's offensive, and that's part of the problem now. We're running into this problem again.
I'll tell you what
see,
the problem
for all
is.
I know, you could be running around making love with men.
You see, and that's why I said a minute ago that it's an honor system. Maybe I am doing that. But you don't know that.
No, I don't.
And if I was doing that, my voice would sound a lot different than it sounds right now.
But that's my point.
For sure.
No, it wouldn't. Maybe you're one of those macho ones. Maybe you're a macho gay man. Maybe you're the, hi, I have a deep voice, but I really like making love with boys.
I'm starting to think I might have got you wrong.
In what way?
You've made a pretty convincing argument throughout here. I've been trying to find a weak link in your thinking armor there, but I come to the conclusion that maybe you like women after all.
I really, really do. I had a stack of Playboys when I was young.
A stack, you say?
Yes, I had 8.
Well,
and
good
you know
for
who
you.
was on them? I'll tell you. Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. Bo Derek, probably.
No, I remember seeing a Bo Derek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Farrah.
Yeah, I like them because they have female parts that tickle my fancy.
Yes, of course.
And they make me want to tickle my real fancy, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I do.
They make me want to have, what do you call it? So I was just thinking about that. When guys get together and they make that funny joke about sausage parties.
Yeah.
That's a sausage party.
Right.
And I think they're talking about a penis.
I think they are. I've never been to one.
So, but if I want to project the opposite of that, like would I say I want to go to a taco party?
You might not want to say that. No. No, you might want... No.
Because that's kind of... I mean, I've heard it referred to that. Or
just going to a party.
A lotus party or a...
How about I'm just going to a party?
A pedal party? What do they call it? Like there's other analogies for the female organ.
I don't know them. I'm not familiar with them.
Sure you do. A blossoming flower.
I'm a pretty textbook kind of guy. It's what the medical
Okay,
manuals describe it.
a vagina party.
Yeah.
Would you be more comfortable with that?
I would actually. Yeah.
But not really comfortable?
No. I think all these cutesy names, frankly, and I probably shouldn't say this, but they're a bit gay.
See, I don't find that offensive. I think that's right because I'm an effeminate heterosexual.
I don't think you're that effeminate. You just seem different. You just seem different than the others.
But you're saying that it should just be called a party. So when I mentioned earlier that I went to a gay party,
right,
where I really mawed down on a shrimp ring,
right,
that I should have even called it a gay party. I just call it a party.
Would you tell me a story like this? Well, I went to the bank the other day and I
went to a gay bank.
I walked up to a Chinese teller. And I would think, does that have anything to do with the story? And you say, no, I just wanted you to know that she was Chinese.
No, but I might say, hey, Matt, I went to the bank today, and the female teller there had really nice hooters.
Right, I see.
And I got an erection.
You might say that. I could see. Okay. Which bank was that again?
Any bank. We're talking about a generic bank. We're talking about a generic bank.
You're one hopped up guy. You're one hopped up hetero. You're really...
I'm passionate about my causes, Matt, and this is one of the causes I'm very passionate about.
Well, passion's important.
How many people can go through a whole show talking like this? Right?
I'm hoping very few.
Yeah.
Is my hope.
And you're hoping I don't want to do this cause next week too.
I think you've done it so convincingly this week that I don't think we'll
I've made my point.
Ever have to revisit this again.
Maybe it'll be a yearly thing. Maybe the day after Remembrance Day, our first show after Remembrance Day every year will be my homage, if you will, to the effeminate heterosexual man.
I'll drink to that.
And maybe the to the effeminate dykey woman. What's the other way around?
We're gonna put some thought into that.
The butchy straight woman.
Yeah, right, with the short crew cut.
Yeah. Hello, I'm a butchy straight woman, I really like cock.
Sorry,
it seems like that person and my person should get together. Right?
I can't believe I actually talked
good.
that way
like
for that long.
They
You've been listening to I Probably Shouldn't Say This, But with Matt Steffich and John Bateman. Podcast available on iTunes and at ipsstv.com. See you next week. I Probably Shouldn't Say This, But is a Blessed Culmination production.